Welcome to Tasting with Matt and Mike. I'm Mike Veach and this is Matt Kohorst. And today we're tasting Weller, W.L. Weller products, and we're going to go up in proof. We're starting with the 90 proof 12-year-old, then we're going to go to the 107 Weller Antique, and then finally the Weller Full Proof that is 114.
Okay.
So Weller is a wheated bourbon made with corn, wheat, and malted barley, and it's one of the original wheated bourbons. Now being made by Buffalo Trace. So we're going to start with the 12-year-old 90 proof. It's got a screw cap on it. You got to love a screw cap. Great seal. You know, if you're not going to drink a bourbon, you know, within a month or so, screw caps are much better. They have a tighter seal. You're less likely to get oxidation. You're less likely to have evaporation.
Right, so that can last for quite a while. Like, what about like corks? I mean,
Yeah,
how much
corks,
evaporation do you get with that?
Corks are not as tight a seal, and you get a lot more evaporation and oxidation out of a bottle with a cork in it.
It's just a fancier kind of style.
Yeah, people just like to hear that pop.
Yeah.
You know?
I like that too, but yeah. All right, so this is the...
This is the Weller 12-year-old 90 proof.
90 proof, okay.
Great nose.
Does have a great nose.
See, I'm getting like caramel, maybe a little chocolate. I get a little apricot, a little oak.
Not overly complex.
Not overly complex, but a great nose. Where this is an aftershave.
Yeah.
So let's taste it. Getting that caramel and apricot.
Yeah, caramel kind of dominates it.
Yeah.
Short finish, but...
Short finish. It's not overly oaky, which you'd think at 12 years old there'd be a lot of oak tannins, but you're not getting tannins at all.
Yeah. Because we've had some older stuff that just almost strictly
it's
tastes like wood, you know?
Yeah, it's like chewing on a barrel stick.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, I mean, it's sitting in the barrel that long, right? It it really picks up all that.
But this is nice.
Yeah, some of this is like made it, you know, like without having too much of a charred taste.
Yeah. So let's try it for cranberry. That's interesting. It really kind of brings out the fruit to me. I'm getting a little bit of the peach, almost maybe peach and lemon.
Yeah. Yeah, it's very fruity. Really, really good. I guess that would make a good old fashioned, right? Cause
yeah.
I mean, I don't know if you put 12-year-old in an old fashioned, but yeah, why not?
Why not? You know, better whiskey, better cocktail.
That's true. Exactly. Yeah.
But it kind of shortened the finish for me though.
Yeah, I'm not.
Yeah, I mean,
it's
like
gone.
it's pretty much gone. Yeah.
Yeah.
So let's try it for pecan and see what happens. Well, actually, let me drink a little water first.
Now, how long has Weller been around for?
Weller's been around since the early 1900s. The brand. W.L. Weller and Sons created it back in the early 1900s.
Now, is Pappy, is that also Weller product? Is that
Yeah.
correct? Okay.
Pappy Van Winkle owned W.L. Weller and Sons.
Okay.
One of the three owners, I should say. Oh, that's nice. Actually, I like it better with the pecan than I do with the cranberry.
Yeah. It kind of took the fruit out a little bit, but...
Yeah, but I'm getting a nice little chocolate note. It's almost like eating a Rolo.
Yeah. Oh, I love Rolos.
Yeah, the little caramel covered with the milk chocolate.
I haven't had one.
And I'm getting a little bit of a hazelnut on the finish.
Yeah. And it's drawn out the finish.
The finish is much longer. And it's not as oaky, believe it or not. It's more nutty than the oaky.
Right, yeah. Which is really interesting.
Yeah,
this is great.
This is great. So moving on to the next one, we've got the Weller Antique 107. This is a Westport Whiskey and Wine private selection. So this is a 6 year, 6 month old whiskey. Obviously a single barrel, being a private selection. It's barrel number 249.
And what's the name on that one? Who's the one that selected that?
This is Chris Zabrowski from Westport Whiskey and Wine.
Okay.
One of the best palates in town, as far as I'm concerned. Great liquor store owner, great palate. Love his private selections.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, we've been there a few times now.
Yes, you know, and I would say that his is one of the few places where the private selections are worth the extra money you pay for them.
Okay.
You know, there are so many places. You know, one place once told me, they said they don't care who picks their private selections because, you know, they're going to sell out anyway, so they don't care what they put in the bottle.
Doesn't matter.
It doesn't matter. Chris does.
I hate to hear that.
Yeah. Yes, for Chris it does matter, and it's always excellent whiskey.
Awesome. I'm excited.
Yes. Oh, great nose. You know what hit me the first put in my nose was cherries.
Cherries? Interesting. Yeah. Get a fruit.
Yeah.
It's a little fruit forward.
Yeah. Cherries and caramel, and maybe just a little bit of that milk chocolate.
Mm-hmm.
Not much oak. That surprised me. There's a little bit.
I'm getting a little spice on there too.
Little spice, maybe.
A bit of cinnamon.
See, I'm not really getting a whole lot of spice. I get, to me, what you might be calling spice, I'm calling oak.
Okay.
So let's taste it. Oh, that's good.
It's very good. Like milk chocolate.
Yeah.
Yeah. Just
Milk chocolate, caramel.
Mm-hmm. It's like a treat. You know?
I'm getting a little bit of that cherry that
Yeah.
particularly on the finish.
Yeah. So yeah.
It's like oak and cherry on the finish for me.
It's like a cordial cherry, kind of. It's
Yeah.
Like it's like chocolate cherry. Is that what they call that? A cordial cherry.
Yeah. Yeah, maybe there is a little chocolate in there too. So maybe it is like a chocolate cherry oak finish.
Mm-hmm. Very tasty.
Very good.
Yeah.
So let's try it with cranberry.
Another thing about Westport that I've seen is that they have an excellent like tasting room.
Yeah, Westport has an excellent
I've
tasting
never like tasted anything back there, but I've seen it, you know, and in other liquor stores, not that nice, you know, like yeah. Be cool to host an event.
But they have an excellent, you know, and it makes sense because Chris has been in the whiskey industry since I was in the whiskey industry in the early '90s.
Oh yeah.
I mean, he was there before I was, you know.
Oh okay.
And he worked for a distributor, and then he opened a liquor store. Fantastic person, not nicest person you'll meet in the industry, as far as I'm concerned.
Really?
Yes.
Oh, that's awesome.
You ever met him? I need to introduce you to this.
No, I don't know if he's ever been there when we've made our rounds there.
Yeah. Well, next time we're in there together, I'll have to introduce you.
To get over there.
Oh, I like that with the cranberry.
I do too. Really good.
It kind of brought out some of that chocolate.
Mm-hmm. It's got a nice, it's real sweet. It is like a dessert drink almost.
Yeah.
Like you
Yeah,
said.
this would be an after dinner drink.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. I would enjoy
Could you
it.
imagine barbecuing a steak out on the grill,
Mm-hmm.
and then for dessert having some of this
Ugh. Yeah, I want to do that
with the cranberry?
Yeah, oh, it's so good. Yeah, and like you said, like if it goes well with the fruit, usually you can trust it in old fashioned.
Yeah.
Yeah. So.
Trust it in the old fashioned or Manhattan even.
Yeah. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Let's try it with a pecan. Oh, that changes it completely.
Mm-hmm.
That fruit becomes more citrus.
Mm-hmm.
There's not as much chocolate.
Not as much chocolate. It's still there.
It's still there.
Yeah. but very oaky.
but very oaky, and I'm getting a little bit of a almost a lemon zest.
Yeah, definitely can see that.
Great whiskey.
I think out of those two, I enjoyed the antique more.
Yeah,
they're both great, but like
I have to agree with you. I think this antique, at least this barrel selection of antique.
Mm-hmm.
You know, this is a single barrel private selection, so there is going to be a difference.
Yeah, that's true.
Beats out this normal selection of the Weller 12-year-old.
Mm-hmm.
So, our final selection is the Weller Full Proof. It's called Full Proof. It's 114 proof. It's called Full Proof because that's the barrel entry proof.
114. That's a good entry proof, right?
Yeah, it's a decent one. Originally Weller went into the barrel at 107. That's why you have the antique, because originally it was called barrel proof.
Ah, okay. Interesting.
Yes.
107 is probably a better number, though, right?
Yeah,
In the grand scheme of things.
I would love to see Buffalo Trace do that at 107 again.
Yeah, the lower entry proof means that you get
Particularly with the wheated bourbon.
Mm-hmm.
Wheated bourbons need that lower entry proof because I think it helps the whiskey shine when it comes to the barrel, bringing out those caramels and vanillas and such more.
Mm-hmm. You're not just watering it down, right? Yeah, you're getting all of that bourbon in there.
Right.
Yeah.
So let's taste the nose on this.
Get a little brown sugar.
Yeah, brown sugar, maybe a little chocolate.
Milk chocolate. I'm excited about this one. I haven't tried this one yet, so. The other two I've had before. I've never had the private selection, of course.
Yeah.
Which really wowed me, but I've had the antique before. But this one I don't think we've tried. You've had it, but
Not an overly complex nose again.
no.
I'm getting caramel. I'm getting maybe a little chocolate.
I guess it's kind of
Maybe
like a staple.
maybe a little oak and maybe just a hint of that fruit in there, but not much.
I'm not getting much fruit. You're right. Yeah. It's a lot of that chocolate and caramel.
Yeah. If there's fruit in there, it's just a hint.
Mm-hmm.
So let's taste it.
Oh my, that's really good.
That is good.
That's really good. I'm getting like.
You would think for 114 proof you'd be getting a lot of that wood tannin burn, but you don't.
It's not the case. Yeah.
No.
Yeah.
You get some wood in it, but it's not very overly tannic.
Mm-hmm.
See, and I think that's the secret of wheat.
Oh yeah. Okay.
Yeah, I think wheat dampens the tannins in the wood.
So that's a good thing for like if you want to do something like this where you do like a barrel strength, barrel proof, right?
Right.
Yeah. So you put some wheat in it, and it actually like doesn't make it overly aggressively tannic.
Right.
Yeah. Because a lot of those do.
Right.
Yeah. I got like a dark chocolate, like a good like sweet dark chocolate, almost milk chocolate, but still I think like maybe that proof is a little high. So
Yeah, you're talking like a 60% dark chocolate versus a 80%
Yeah,
dark
yeah,
chocolate.
right, yeah. Man, really like it. This is really good. Yeah. Where's this been all my life?
Yeah. So let's try it for cranberry. Oh, that's interesting. Takes a lot of the oak out of it,
It does.
but it brings out that lemon.
Brings out the lemon. Mm-hmm. Still get the caramel. Still get chocolate.
And I'm getting a little spice out of it this time. Only it's like cinnamon.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Like a red hot cinnamon. Remember those red hots? Those are
right.
so good. Yeah, that's great. Yeah, this is a really strong selection here.
Yes.
I'm really enjoying the Weller series.
So let's cleanse our palate and let's try it with pecan.
Now, are these all, well, with the exception of the private select, of course, like, are these all pretty available at
Unfortunately, Weller is hard to find, and so many
I've seen
people are
that too.
looking for it.
Mm-hmm. It seems to just go right off the shelves.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
As soon as it hits the shelf, it's gone.
Do you think that has something to do with like the brand name, or that it's like attached to like a Pappy thing, or?
I think it's a little bit of all of the above.
Gotcha.
Oh, I like it from the con.
I do too. Really improved the finish, like
Yeah.
really strong finish and hot cinnamon.
Yeah.
Getting a lot of that. Yeah.
And the initial taste, to me, there was like ripe peach, lemon,
Mm-hmm.
caramel, and a little cinnamon.
It's funny because the nut usually doesn't bring out the fruit, but for some reason, I don't know.
This
Maybe
really
it's
did.
a weeded thing. I don't know.
Yeah.
Maybe it's a weeded thing, but yeah, like it really brought out the fruit with the tasting with the nut. I think I like it better with the nut than the cranberry.
Yeah. So that's our tasting for this week.
Cheers.
Cheers. We'll see you again next week when we do another tasting. We haven't decided what we're going to do
that one yet. Yeah.
Yes.